So it's another piece of wisdom that you could give to the listener who's like, okay, what else could I do to break the cycle?
People never like this answer. Even my clients are like, but I don't like journaling. And it's like, listen, what you're doing is not working. The problem is overthinking feels productive. Overthinking feels like we're doing something like, oh, I'm really getting into this. I'm going down this rabbit hole. But you're not. You're actually just creating a state of overload. You're creating a stress response. And then all of your fears and all of those that base level programming you begin to see. And now you're troubleshooting past fears in the present moment. So I always say, like, what's 3 + 3?
Six.
6, right? Easy. What's 489,153 plus 253,192?
You're asking the wrong girl.
Yeah, but listen, isn't it still just addition? Isn't it still just two numbers being added up?
Yes.
Yeah, but one is much more complicated. It's the same thing with our feelings. Like things that we have resolution around, we can be like, oh, that's not a big deal, right? And just move on. Or we can think about it, oh, actually, maybe this happened and move past. Things that have deep meaning to us or trigger us are much more complicated. We don't have the answers. We don't have the resources, which is why the anxiety is already happening because we don't have what we need to control it. So simply, just like with that more complicated math problem, if I gave you a piece of paper and a pen and I told you those numbers again, would you be able to figure it out?
Yes.
Yes, right? Why? Because you can see your work. You can add the one number up and carry over the one and then add that up, right? There's a process, right? And this is what people have to understand. When we get anxious, it's like we're shaking up a bottle of soda. And when we take the time to journal, we're not just writing, we're also reprocessing as we're writing because we're seeing it. And then we're assessing what feels true, what doesn't. It's almost like we're taking the cap off the soda and going like, just letting a little bit of the pressure out. You don't have to figure out everything in your own head.